This is a 2016 Mercedes SL400. It mixes Grand Tourer luxury with twin turbo performance, but the question is, a decade on, does it still perform? Let's find out. Powering this SL400 is a 3-litre twin-turbo V6 producing 362 horsepower and 500 Nm of torque, bringing the car to 60 in 4.9 seconds. This car did replace the previous SL500 and was part of Mercedes' downsizing strategy, which meant that you get a smaller engine but with turbos, so a more efficient car and of course more power. On the road, the SL400 feels planted but relaxed, a proper Grand Tourer. The steering is light and accurate, but it still feels very engaging for such a big car. With it being sort of a luxury roadster or GT car, a mix of the two you could say, you get elements of a fun driver's car, but at the same time you get luxurious, sort of comfortable GT elements to the car, because that is essentially its main objective, to be comfortable yet fun. The air suspension is one of the key reasons that this car is so comfortable. It really glides over the road, and any bumps along the road you don't really feel that much, to be honest with you. It really does a great job of ironing them out, and that just makes you want to drive this car more and more, and you know you can just drive along, and it's very bumpy here. I mean, I was in sport there, so that pothole wasn't the best, but generally, especially in comfort, it is extremely comfortable. And honestly, with the roof down now and the windows up, it feels so impressive. And for this model of SL, this would essentially be the entry-level model, because it's, you know, the V6, not the V8 or the AMG versions, but it's a lovely car. You get some pops and bangs from the exhaust as well, which is nice. They're not too much. They're just there a little bit in Sport Plus. But back to the cabin, it is a very nice place to be. With it being probably near 70 or 80,000 pound car, brand new. Obviously this is 9 years on now. It's a 2016 model. You've got loads and loads of wicked options. Which include ventilated seats, heated seats, electric memory seats. And with all the comfort that this car has, it means that it's not just a summer convertible, it really is an all year rounder. With the comfort, with all the tech that this car has, you know, you could easily drive this in cooler weather without any trouble. You've got your heated seats, and you've got, you know, the wind deflector, and with it all up, it's just so relaxed in here. But yeah, you put your foot down a little bit, and it really does come alive. And yeah, it's just very engaging. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely. Yeah, coming around this bend, it's just, yeah, it's very accurate. But it's a luxury accurate. It's not like a BMW where it's very sharp. It's sharpish, but when it comes around the bend, it has a very Mercedes-like comfort to it. But I do like it, because at the end of the day, you know, if you're daily driving the car or driving it, long journeys or whatever, or long distances, sorry, you're going to want these things because you're going to get, you know, a bit tired, or you're going to really value that comfort. And you've got power, and yeah, it's just brilliant. And the gearbox is good, downshifts really well.
This video is sponsored by Car Planet, one of the UK's largest dealerships with over 1,200 cars in stock. With such a huge selection, there's a good chance they've got exactly what you're looking for. The car featured in this video is for sale, so check out Car Planet for more details. Their info is linked in the description. The SL400 has that classic elegant Mercedes shape, long bonnet, short rear and a roof that folds away at the press of a button. AMG styling pack gives it a sportier edge, bigger bumpers, side skirts and more sportier wheels. The wheels on this particular car are a little bit underwhelming, but if you've got a set of proper AMG alloys, it looks even more aggressive. It's classy without trying too hard and still turns heads today. Inside, it's a luxury lounge on wheels. Soft nappa leather, a thick leather steering wheel, gorgeous ambient lighting and plenty of tech. Command navigation, heated and cooled seats, Harman Kardon audio. However, it is a strict two-seater, but space for the driver and passenger is generous, and boot space is surprisingly usable too, even with the roof down. Let's be honest, this isn't a cheap car to run, but compared to the older SL models or the full AMG versions, the SL400 is actually one of the most manageable options in the range. Fuel economy is surprisingly respectable for a twin-turbo V6. You can expect around 28 to 32 miles per gallon on longer motorway runs, with mid-20s around town if you're light-footed. For a luxury Grand Tourer with nearly 370 brake horsepower, that's not bad. Road tax sits at the higher end due to CO2 emissions, usually around £300 to £500 depending on registration date, which could be anywhere from £350 to £700 depending on the registration date. Insurance falls into group 47 to 49, so premiums will reflect its performance and price bracket, but it's still cheaper to insure than an SL63 or older V8 SL500. Servicing costs at Mercedes main dealers can be high. A major service could easily reach £700 to £1,000, with minor services through a good independent specialist might cost around £300 to £500. Mercedes service plans or pay-as-you-go options are worth considering for predictable costs. Now onto reliability. Mechanically, the M276 3-litre V6 twin-turbo is a well-proven engine if it's been serviced on schedule. Key areas to check on higher mileage examples include timing chain stretch or noise, much rarer than the earlier engines but worth listening for at a cold start. Oil leaks from valve cover gaskets or turbo seals. Turbo coolant lines can leak over time. Ensure the gearbox 7G Tronic Plus shifts smoothly, especially under kickdown. And of course, fully test the roof mechanism for smooth operation. Roof motor repairs can cost £1,000 plus if they fail. Biggest wildcard of any SL remains the airmatic suspension. If a strut or compressor fails, repairs can be anywhere from £800 to £2,500, depending on the fault. Suspension wear is a lot more likely if the car has lived in the city or seen a lot of potholes. With full service history, regular fluid changes and some preventative maintenance, the SL400 can be a surprisingly reliable way to enjoy proper Mercedes Grand Touring.
If you want a refined, fast convertible that is very comfortable, then the SL400 is a fantastic choice. It may not be a hardcore sports car, but it offers so much, and it was never trying to be. And for cross-country cruising or any type of long journeys and late night summer drives, this car is absolutely perfect. Would you pick this over the SL500 or SL63 or 65? Do let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on upcoming content. And I'll see you next week.